All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes like you're looking at English tenses and you're just like,
Yeah.
what is even happening here? When am I supposed to
Yeah.
use this? Like past perfect continuous tense.
Right.
When have I ever even said that out loud? So today, we are going to be looking at some notes that you sent in from a teacher named Sam.
Okay.
And Sam really emphasizes that to learn English tenses,
Yeah.
you really got to kind of
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
get in there and use them and think about like real life situations.
So it's fascinating because instead of kind of approaching it as like a textbook or, sit down and
Very to
study,
learn.
memorize all these rules, it's much more about experiencing it. And I think that
Yes.
that's what's brilliant about this.
It's kind of like riding a bike,
Yeah.
right? Like you don't have to
Exactly.
like, read a book about like the physics of balance and like,
Yeah.
the wheels turn, you just get on the bike and you start pedaling.
And you fall a couple times.
You fall a couple times. Exactly. And so the thing is that like
Yeah.
you're already using these tenses all the time.
Right.
In your daily life. You just maybe aren't thinking about it.
You're not labeling it consciously,
Exactly.
but you're using it.
And like Sam really emphasizes like looking at your daily routine, right?
Yeah.
So like let's say like you brush your teeth every day.
Okay.
Okay. You're probably not thinking to yourself like, okay, this is the
Right.
present simple tense. I am brushing my teeth.
Right.
But you're doing it.
But inherently, that's what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when you kind of start noticing that, you're like, oh, that's how we use this.
Yeah,
And it can kind of make it click a little bit better.
absolutely. And what I love, too, is that you can expand this beyond just your daily routine.
Okay.
So think about any sort of event that you're describing. So, for example, you threw a surprise birthday party for a friend.
Okay.
You wouldn't just say, we planned a party, it was a surprise.
Right.
You would say things like, we had been planning this for weeks.
Yeah.
Everyone had managed to keep it a secret. When she walked in, her jaw dropped.
Right. Or like we were decorating and then she like
Exactly.
came early.
So suddenly you're using all these different tenses and you're painting this picture for the listener, and that's what makes it so engaging.
And it creates like a little bit of suspense too. Right.
Absolutely.
Because you're like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
You're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I'm thinking too, you know how like a thriller author might use present tense
Oh.
to make it feel like it's happening right now?
Yeah.
Or they might flash back to the past and use past perfect to give us some crucial information.
Right. Like the backstory.
Exactly. And it all just adds to the richness of the story.
Okay. So we've talked about past tenses a little bit. Let's kind of shift gears and talk about future tenses.
Sure.
Because I feel like that's when people start to maybe get a little bit tripped up.
Yeah, and that's fair because, in English, we have so many different ways to talk about the future.
Right.
But think about it like this. If you're making a spontaneous decision,
Okay.
you might say, oh, I think I'll grab a coffee right then and there. But if you have something planned,
Okay.
you might say, I'm going to visit my family next month.
Right.
So you're using going to express that intention.
Yeah.
So it's not about which tense is quote unquote correct.
Right.
It's about choosing the tense that best reflects what you're trying to say.
And how sure you are about it too.
Exactly. And, we can't forget about present continuous,
Oh, yeah.
which we often use for future events that are already scheduled.
Right.
So, for example, I'm flying to London next week implies more certainty
Okay.
than if you just said, I might fly to London next week.
Wow. So interesting how like all these little tiny changes can make like
I know, it's fascinating.
big differences in meaning.
It is.
So like what's kind of the big takeaway that we want our listeners to leave with today?
I think the most important thing is to remember that tenses are not just about rules.
Yeah.
They're tools that you can use to communicate more effectively.
Yeah.
So pay attention to how you're already using tenses in your daily life.
Right.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Yes.
And remember that fluency is not about perfection.
Oh, that's so true.
It's about getting your message across.
Yes. And like sometimes you make mistakes.
Of course, everyone does.
And it's okay.
It's all part of the process.
It's how you learn.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This has been really fascinating. And for all of you listeners out there, until next time, happy diving.